Welcome back to the quarterfinals of semifinals, of the in-season tournament here at the JSBL. I'm David Smith, joined alongside Ryan Platsky for half one, excuse me.
Great to be back. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Alec will be here for the second half. Ryan, you think fatigue's going to play in factor here for Ortho-New Jersey, especially considering they were the ones who just played? RKE at least got a game off.
In the second half, yes, but I think that they're going to look really good in this first half because they just came off of an incredible win, comeback win.
It's a good point.
But
and we will redo the tip for the third time.
Yeah, right. RKE played really well in their first game, and they had a breather to sit on that and tweaks things. So yeah.
No doubt about it, though, playing a much better opponent in Ortho-New Jersey. So we'll see if they're up to the test. Mosley with the ball. Leaves it to Polari, who finds Mensa down low. Gives it to Mike Amon. Mid-range jumper way short. Here's Collins. Leaves it to Sidney Brown. Free throw jumper, no good. Rebounded by Amon. Now it's Pappas. Monmouth on Monmouth. Pappas on Collins. Mosley leaves it for Amon. Think this might be the opportunity for Amon to really play better, but he cannot get that one to fall. Leaves it for Cardacci, who was red hot game one. Unable to make that one as Mensa drives to the hoop and lays it in for 2-0 Ortho-New Jersey.
That's that shoulder.
Collins leaves it for Scott in the corner. That three is good. Shaq Scott from 3. As now it is 3-2 RKE. Pappas to Polari for 3, no good. Rebounded by Shaq Scott. Scott pulls up from mid, and that one is good, 5-2. If RKE wants a chance to win this game, they're going to have to get ahead early because we know how capable this Ortho team is of putting on points in bunches. They're going to have to find an early lead, so they're going to have to kind of play comeback ball. Here's Mensa backing down Cardacci, and that one is good. Think we might see Ortho go to Mensa down low a lot as they really don't have someone who can guard him. They need Collins on Pappas. Amon needs to stay on Scott. And then that leaves one of your 3 guards on Mensa, who is a nightmare down low. As that three from Horton is good. 8-4 RKE. Here comes George Pappas. Leaves it for Mensa. They switched. Collins on him down there. And Mensa lays it in for 2. Mensa's got all 6 of their points.
He's so strong down the low. It's impossible to guard him even with his frame.
The floater by Cardacci is good. He thought he got hit. It's now 10-6. Polari gets the screen from Amon. Leaves it off to Pappas. He takes the 3, way off, rebounded by Collins. Numbers for RKE. Collins the skip pass to Cardacci. Brown leaves it off for Horton. Might have walked, but they reset. 10 on the shot clock. Horton takes the 3, no good, rebounded by Mike Amon. And they're going to take a break here as Pappas will go wipe the floor. There's a sweat mark, as when Pappas fell, Jack Collins helped him up, but left some sweat on that ground. Just played a real hard-fought game. Now he's wiping it up.
Love to see it. You know, that's that janitorial effort that we love to see from players you don't really see at the pro level.
Without a doubt. George Pappas bringing it up for Ortho. It's Mensa on the screen. They switch, but Pappas loses the handle, and it's RKE ball. Conniff coming in for Eamon, and Brendan Barry coming in for George Pappas. Ortho-New Jersey kept their starters in for a lot of the game yesterday. I think we'll have to see them go to the bench a little bit more, as they're going to be fatigued. There's no doubt about it. Playing 2 games in a row is tough. Mosley to the cup. No good, but he is fouled. And he'll have 2 shots at the free throw line. See Robinson walking out of the gym. Disappointed. Crazy ending. One of the craziest endings we've seen in my time here in the JSBL. This is my second year on the team. I don't remember a game being that crazy an ending. I don't think we've ever had a buzzer-beating ending in my 2 years here. The championship last year between Ortho-New Jersey and Stearns Trailer was a great game, as Ortho was winning most of that game. Stearns Trailer, if you didn't know, is undefeated the last 2 years. They're just an absolute powerhouse. Ortho was winning most of that game, but Stearns was able to pull away in the end. But the ending of that game wasn't as good as the ending of that last game between Seaview Jeep and Ortho-New Jersey.
Do you think he got fouled?
I do think he got fouled,
yeah.
But it's a tough call for a referee to make in that situation. And as a referee, you don't want to be the one who determines the outcome of the game. So I think that most of the time they're going to let him play because they don't want to make that call.
And
but at the same time, I was about to say, if you want to win, you got to make that technical free throw. So you really can't be all that mad. Sidney Brown leaves it for Horton from 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by Jagan Mosley. Mosley will bring it up himself. Gets a screen from Conniff. Tries the floater. Thought he got hit. No good. Conniff got the offensive rebound. He was fouled by Collins, as Hull have an opportunity for a pair at the line. Conniff plays at Lehigh University, the runner-up in the Patriot League this year. They lost to Colgate in their conference tournament, who is the powerhouse of the Patriot League, seem to be in the NCAA tournament almost every year. Didn't get much run for Lehigh, but Conniff only going to be a junior, still has time to grow. And with a guy of his size, has a lot of potential. Also has pretty good footwork, just needs to maybe gain a little bit of weight. Here's Collins. Leaves it for Cardacey, or for Moran, excuse me. Sidney Brown with the ball. Leaves it for Myers. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Brown. Collins in the corner. He'll have to hoist one up. He does. Good! Jack Collins with a really tough 3. You see him smiling with Polari in the corner. Polari, another Monmouth guy, so that's how him and Collins know each other. It's Mensah backing down Cardacey. Kicks it to Steele. And that one's stolen by Collins. Gives it to Brown. Brown the easy lay-in for 2. As RKE takes a timeout. Or Jack Collins takes a timeout because he had to tie his shoe.
It's another phenomenal hustle play by Jack Collins.
And that's what you'll see out of him. You'll see at least 5 of them a game from him. Just such a special player. Really going to be a big season for him coming up at Monmouth. I'm a Seton Hall kid, but I know Monmouth well. Grew up going to their camps. Love watching their games because I don't live that far from Monmouth. Always rooting for them, but with Xander Rice graduating and not back, he averaged over 22 points per game. Jack Collins is really going to have to take a step this year, potentially being their leading scorer.
If he's going to keep hitting threes like that, he'll be fine. Yeah.
They have Abdi Bashir, who, as you know, doing your prep for this game, can really score the ball. Takes a lot of shots, but can score the ball in bunches, but not the greatest defender. And for King Rice, you got to be a good defender if you want to play. But Bashir could be their primary scorer, but I think you're going to see Collins with a lot of that volume for that Monmouth squad. It's Barry who hoists up a three, and that one's good. Barry, the former RFH Bulldog, lost to Manasquan in this gym against Ryan and Devin Jensen in the state finals a few years back. He ended up at Dartmouth, where he was an all-Ivy League selection. This is his first game for Ortho, New Jersey this year. Good addition for them. Conniff with the mismatch. Mensa leaves it for Barry. Barry hoists another three, no good. Rebounded by Savon Myers, who brings it up himself. Myers with the much smaller Steele guarding him. Will shoot the mid-range. That one's good. That's a tough shot by Myers that he just made look way too easy.
He's so good. If he can get more minutes like he did, here's the three. Great shot. Great shot.
Shooter's touch right there. Now coming down the floor. It's Kyle Cardesi who leaves it for Collins. That one's short, but off the fingertips of Brendan Barry. Caught by our awesome cameraman over there. Puts out all the great content for us on social media. Collins struggling to inbound it. Finds Savon Myers. That three way off. Deuce Mensa with it, looking to push. He goes to the rack. He definitely had contact. Wasn't called, but he finishes through it anyway. We see that a lot out of him, just so strong. Now it's a two-point game. Ithiel Horton with the ball. Too much space, but doesn't make him pay. Collins with the rebound. Great pass off to Moran, and the foul. Jack Collins with the pass of the night so far to Dane Moran, as RKE extends their lead to 4 with the ability to make it 5.
George Pappas back in the game. He's a phenomenal shooter.
Yeah, he got his much-deserved break, but now they're going to need him to come back into this game. So here's Barry. Leaves it for Pilari, who loses it. Stolen by Sidney Brown. Leaves it for Myers, who lays it up and in. Good pass from Brown. Better finish by Myers. Now the RK lead is up to 7. Barry with the ball. Horton guarding. Leaves that one for Conniff. Good pass, good finish. Barry tried to go up with it there, but was swarmed by a couple of RKE defenders and left it off. That shot no good by Moran. Hit the top, but not called out of bounds. But it'll still be Ortho ball anyway. 8 minutes, 27 seconds left here in this first half. It's Barry playing point guard, even with Pappas, who's played it the majority of the season, and Jesse Steele, who's probably not an inch over 6 foot. Stolen by Horton, who fails to lay it up and in. Missed the bunny there, rebounded by Barry. Passes to Conniff, who finishes in traffic. Now it's a 3-point game. Brown, the pass to Moran. Great pass by Sidney Brown. Good cut by Dane Moran. Good job running the floor. Ortho's got to do a better job getting back on defense. Down 5 right now. Got to get some stops on that end. Pappas steps out. And that one will be RKE ball. And that will take us to the media timeout. RKE making Ortho sweat a little bit here. 5-point lead. Don't go anywhere when we come back. Welcome back. RKE ball, they lead by 5. As Cardacy's bringing it up. Barry guarding. Leaves it to Shaq Scott. Favorable matchup there for him with Pappas guarding him. Cardacy takes it to the hoop. $1 million move, 10-cent finish as he couldn't lay it up. As here's Pappas. Leaves it to Mike Amon. Moran sagging off a little bit. Here comes the double from Myers. Great finish by Mike Amon. Amon, a lefty, likes going to that side. But that was a tough reverse layup there from Mike Amon. Amon's got to get a hand up. Moran, a stretch big, can knock that shot down. And adds a great factor to this RKE team. Anytime you have a big man that can stretch the floor like Dane Moran can, adds a whole nother thing. That one was tipped and out of bounds. Possession remains Ortho, New Jersey. Coach Sean Gallagher thought that it hit off the hands of Ortho. Amon up and in. There's the Mike Amon that we're used to. Did not play great in his first game and was off to a bit of a slow start, but 4 quick points there from the Wagner alum. And that foul there by Jesse Steele. Tried to get into the passing lane, was unable to. Jagan Mosley back into the game for Ortho. He replaces Louis Polari as Cardacy takes the 3. Good hand by Barry, but does not matter. Kyle Cardacy from 3. Here's Pappas, posting up, takes it to the hole, leaves it in the corner for Barry, who takes the 3, no good. Short, rebounded by Horton. Horton to Myers. Myers will take the 3, no good. Rebounded by Mosley. Mosley leaves it for Amon. Amon using his body, the jump hook, no good, but a late foul call, to say the least. Moran can't believe it. But Mike Amon now will get a chance at the line.
He's really strong too. They got two. Him and Munsa are two very strong. I mean, like, Munsa's not a big, but they got two very strong guys that they can finish below the basket.
Both know how to use their bodies and are great assets for that Ortho, New Jersey frontcourt for sure. Amon knocks down the first, looking to cut the lead to 5. He does. 5 minutes and 47 seconds left here in this first half. Same rules as the first 2 games. If you're just tuning in, we play until 4 minutes. Foul on the floor there from Pappas, but if you're just tuning in, we play until 4 minutes in the second half, and then we add 8 points to the winner's team, and that's the target score. And whoever gets the target score first wins, similar to the TBT tournament that you see. Pretty cool that they've added this in the middle of the season. Add some extra excitement, as here is Cardacy for 3. Kyle Cardacy hits the step-back 3 with the defender draped in his face, but that doesn't matter. As now here comes Jesse Steele up the court. Steele gets his defender in the air, tries the 3, but no good. Rebounded by Savon Myers, who looks to push. Barry defending. Almost stepped out, leaves it for Collins, tries the reverse, no good. Might have been blocked by Amon. Mosley finds Pappas in transition, pulls it back for 3, no good. Rebounded by Cardacy. No numbers for RKE. That one almost stolen away from Barry. The skip pass stolen away by Mosley. And that was an intentional foul.
Do they do free throws for take fouls here?
I'm not sure. I think that's what they're discussing. There was a similar foul in that first game, but that one was definitely more clear, and it looks like there will be a transition foul called. So 1 free throw for Mosley, and then the ball back for Ortho-New Jersey. Is the free throw by Mosley no good? Just like Justin Robinson's in the first game. What a crazy storybook ending we had in the first game. If you guys didn't see, the game ended on a technical free throw. George Pappas received a technical foul for calling a timeout when Seaview had the ball inbounds, and Justin Robinson, a career 90+% free throw shooter at Monmouth, missed his technical free throw, and Ortho went on to win the game. But now it's Mike Amon at the line. That foul was on Myers, his first. Team's 5th. 2 more till Ortho is in the bonus. Free throw by Amon is good. Amon 3 for 3 at the line so far today. And the second free throw by Amon, no good. 3 for 4 at the line. So here comes Scott. Pulls up from the mid-range, good. Shaq Scott extends the lead to 9. And Ortho looks to stop the bleeding here. Mosley kicks it down low to Amon. Amon, the quick spin, goes over the head with the jump hook, no good. Here comes Cardesi in transition. Leaves it for Collins. Collins gets a screen to the rack, and the finish from Jack Collins. Collins, great job there to finish through contact, as now the RKE lead is double digits for the first time tonight, and a soaring block from Savon Myers. What a player he is.
He just brings energy. Every time he comes off the bench, he just brings them a spark offensively and defensively. And as he goes to the bench, let's see if that impacts RKE.
Yeah, he'll get a break here. Pappas attempts the 3, no good. Rebounded by Cardesi. Cardesi pushes. 1 man to beat, but doesn't as Barry blocks that out of bounds as RKE will retain possession. Checking into the game for Ortho-New Jersey is Deuce Mensah and Louis Polari. They replace Mike Amon and Jesse Steele. Amon not happy that he's being subbed out of the game. That pass from Scott into Brown. Brown finds the cutting Collins. Barry playing good pressure defense. Collins does not matter though. Rises above him. Uses his wingspan to his advantage to hit the mid-range J. Pappas pulls up from deep three-point range. Makes that one, which was desperately needed as now the lead is back to 10. Collins leaves it for Cardesi. Cardesi for 3, good. Kyle Cardesi has been a force in his JSBL rookie season. Has shown true range and to be a true threat from deep. Polari, good pump fake, gets his defender in the air, leaves it for Mensah. Mensah chucks it at the backboard, but gets it to go. Deuce Mensah is a menace down low. So tough to stop. Here's Ithiel Horton. Brendan Barry guarding. Barry seems to be guarding whoever has the ball everywhere on defense. Tried to get the jump ball. Mensah throws it out of bounds off of Horton. Great heads-up play by Denzel Mensah to get possession back with the opportunity to get the lead back to single digits.
I'm trying to think of Mensah's pro comp. I can't figure out what it is because I have the player in mind, but I'll remember.
Pappas 3, no good. Jaden McDaniels, maybe. That, no good by Cardesi, but I think he's a little bit better
Jaden's not
offensively.
that strong.
That shot no good from Mensah. Gets his own rebound and good. Arguing wants the foul call. Now RKE has numbers. Ortho gets back. Collins has an isolation with Barry. Spins. Tries the tough shot. Great defense there from Barry. Rebounded by Scott. Kicks it out to Sidney Brown, who tries the three. No good. Rebounded by Collins. But another foul by Ortho, this time on Brendan Barry. Barry has played great defense all night long. They say that is not a shooting foul. Collins must have just gotten that shot off right after the foul. Typically in the NBA we see continuation, but not there. Here's Cardacci, who takes it to the rim, loses it in the air. Didn't look like it was deflected, but it will still be RKE ball. 5 seconds left on the shot clock since it didn't hit the rim. Horton's going to have to hoist it. Instead, it's Myers, but Amon hits him. Not the foul you want if you're Ortho. Great job by Myers to sell it, though.
It's a mixed match for Mike Amon. He came into the game, and then they immediately subbed Savon Myers back in. And Mike Amon looked at his teammates like, who you want me to guard? Because he can't guard. He's too slow to guard Jack Collins. He's too big for Cardacci and Sidney Brown, so he has to guard Savon Myers, who's arguably been their second best, if not their best scorer today through 2 games. So that's going to be a mixed match. Let's see if Savon can capitalize on that going forward,
Yeah, Coach Gallagher going with a small lineup right now. Scott and Moran not in the game. So have Savon Myers at the 5. And like you said, going to be a tough ask for Mike Amon to guard the much more athletic Savon Myers.
To play to defend above the free throw line, yeah.
Myers knocks down the free throw. RKE leads by 12. RKE's been dominant all night against whoever they've played against. Here's Polari from deep, no good. Not a good shot there. Hand was in his face. Could get a better one there. Horton's pushing to the rim, good. Ithiel Horton lays it in, and now the RKE lead is 14. Good feed there from Mosley. Amon gets hit in the face. He loses the ball. RKE with a chance to really extend their lead. Collins, the offensive rebound. Won't go, blocked. Pappas now. He'll pull up from 3. He gets hit by Collins. Not very often you see players get fouled from 3, excuse me. Very rarely do you see it happen on around 5 straight possessions. Or not, or in the span of 5 possessions. Pappas, another great free throw shooter. But like we saw with Robinson, nothing's ever a given. Makes the first. If you're Ortho, you really want this lead to be single digits by halftime. Because then it's going to be really tough with that target score at the end. Pappas knocks down the second. 1 to go. 43 seconds left. Will be interesting to see whoever gets the rebound here, if he misses, which he doesn't. Will be interesting to see if RKE tries to go 2 for 1 here. 40 seconds left. They do go for a quick shot. No good. Maybe now Ortho goes 2 for 1. Finds Mensah down low, but appears he was getting held. Brown leaves it for Collins. For Myers, Mosley, great strip. That one's out of bounds. Pappas can't believe it that Mensah did not draw the foul there. Collins leaves it for Brown. Myers, the corner 3, no good. 17 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Ortho will hold for the last shot. If I had to guess, we will probably see Pappas take a 3 here, or Pappas take a shot. However, we have a mismatch down low with Mike Amon and Sidney Brown. Pappas, the mid-range shot, no good. RKE holds an 11-point lead going into the second half, something that I didn't think that we would say. Ortho, probably the much more talented team, have a lot more star power when it comes to Amon, Pappas, Mosley. and Polari, even Mensa, Brendan Barry again too, another great addition. But it's RKE who leads at the break. When we come back, they'll look to close it out here for the Jersey Shore Sports. Welcome back to some JSBL action. RKE up 11 here in the second half. Brown turns it over. Bad pass to Cardesi. Pappas in transition gets hit. No call. Mensa the offensive rebound. No good. But he is fouled as he'll have an opportunity to cut this to single digits. Pappas looks like he's in a bit of pain. Not sure if it's pain or if he's just upset he didn't get the call.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of frustration, especially in the last few minutes from the Ortho-New Jersey side in terms of whether there was a call or wasn't a call. From Pappas in particular, even Mike Amon had a little bit to say as well.
Mensa first free throw, no good. A lot of arc that Mensa puts on that free throw. Shoots it very high, as that one is good. Here comes Ithiel Horton. Gets a screen from Scott, leaves it for Brown. Brown the step back. Good contest from Mensa, rebounded by Mike Amon. But an errant pass stolen by Sidney Brown, who gives it to Jack Collins for the easy lay-in. Can't be having that. If you're Ortho, Ortho calls a timeout right before the inbounds. Great pressure defense there from Sidney Brown to force the timeout. That could be valuable down the stretch.
Yeah, you have to wonder if RKE is deciding to amp up the pressure because they had a lot more time to rest than Ortho-New Jersey did. They had to get right back on the court after their dramatic victory in our second game tonight. So have to wonder if they'll try to keep up the pressure just to try to wear out Ortho-New Jersey. And it looks like it worked on that possession. Amon got a ton of pressure on him immediately after the rebound, gave it up. And then Pappas almost stepped out of bounds on the inbound as well. So we'll see if RKE decides to up the pressure once again.
And Ortho-New Jersey, a team that typically likes to get out and push the pace, do you think that since they're playing their second game back-to-back, it maybe affects their game plan? Maybe they got to slow it down a little bit, but at the same time, they're down 12 points. They got to get back into it.
Yeah, I think it has to affect your game plan at least a little bit because, I mean, these guys can't run up and down the court for that long in a row. So I think we'll see some kind of adjustment to the game plan. I think they're still going to try to run, but we'll see how successful it is.
Amon has it down low. Great drop step to his strong side with the lay-in. 10-point game. Here's Cardacy. Leaves it for Scott. Scott from three, pure. Scott, we haven't really seen that from so far today. He's shown a great ability to bang down low, set good screens, but we haven't really seen the three-point game just yet. Able to knock that one down as Mike Amon's fouled down low there. He'll go to the line for two.
And Amon just looks so much more comfortable operating on the low block than he did in the last game. Just a lot easier sealing off and getting to his spots, and that's helped him get some easy buckets and also get to the free throw line a few times so far, which he did not in the previous game.
First free throw by Amon, rims out. We'll have one more. Need to knock this down if you're Big Mike. Can't have an empty possession here, which he does. Now it's a 12-point lead for the blue and orange. For the purple and orange. I might be colorblind. That three by Cardacy, short. Good screen there from Scott. Good footwork from Cardacy. Just couldn't get it to go. Mensah, good pass to Amon. Leaves it for Pappas from three. No good. Pappas struggling to find his touch from three after a great first game. Has cooled off a bit in the second. Brown to the hoop. No good. Blocked by Amon. Mensah in transition finds Polari. Pappas. Collins guarding. Polari finds Mensah down low. Finds the cutting Polari. Finds Amon. Amon for three. No good. That's not his game. And that one will continue to be Ortho-New Jersey ball. And there they go. There they reset the shot clock. I was at 4 before. But I think Amon's three barely grades the rim, so they do have to reset it. As they'll have 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Pappas to the rim. Tries the turnaround J. Good. Cardacy has it for RKE. Tipped by Pappas, and that one will go out of bounds and into the stands. Young fan will pick it up, and we'll give it to Scott. Scott will be on the inbound. Ithiel Horton at the top of the key. Horton leaves it for Scott, who takes a three from the top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Cardacy. Turnaround jumper, no good. And a silly foul committed there by Jack Collins.
Yeah, it looked like Cardacy kind of rushed that shot a little bit. Maybe he thought there was a little bit more defensive pressure than there actually was. Probably had a chance to just stand and take a standing shot instead of falling away right after the catch. But RKE's still up 10. Ortho-New Jersey's not going to go down without a fight like we've seen a lot of times tonight.
Been in this position before. As Brown pushes in transition, leaves it for Scott. Scott, Brown, wide open in the corner, good. Sidney Brown knocks down the three. Just as you think Ortho New Jersey is going to creep back into it, RKE's had an answer. Pappas leaves it for Mosley. Mosley to Amon in the post. Amon doubled. Kicks it out to Mosley for three. Good. Jagan Mosley knocks down the three as the lead is now back to 10. Mosley, the former New Jersey Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of New Jersey, played for national champion Danny Hurley at St. Anthony's before he went on to be a Georgetown Hoya, where he played with guys like Mac McClung, Jesse Govan, and James Akinjo. Amon the offensive rebound. A very late foul call. Do think there was some contact, but a very late foul call there.
I will say I think the contact on Pappas is more worthy of a foul than that on Amon, which I guess is a bit of a makeup call. It looked like Amon just got straight up blocked, at least from our vantage point, while Pappas kind of got a bit of a body, but it looks like they're going to call that on the floor and not in the shooting motion, which I guess must have been a reach before he went out for the shot.
It's been a questionable day of officiating. It was a very controversial ending to the last game. Amon with the hook, does not get it to go. Collins gets the rebound, looking to push the tempo, finds Horton wide open in the corner. He knocks it down. Every time Ortho has brought it to within 10, RKE has been able to reestablish that double-digit lead. As this time it's Horton knocking down the tray. And there is the travel by Pappas, jumped, and then picked up his dribble.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to put some kind of bounce down to try to establish some kind of dribble, but officials were not fooled.
Cardacci, another defensive breakdown. Got to do a better job of communicating on those screens.
Absolutely. I think this Ortho New Jersey team is just getting a bit frustrated and tired with kind of how this game has been going, not the way that they would like.
Mosley takes it to the lane. Really tough shot. Rims out. Collins will pull up the three. No good. Rebounded by Myers. He misses the bunny. Ortho pushes. Pappas pulls up from deep three-point range. He gets it to go. Just as you think RKE's going to pull away, Ortho pulls back in. But just as you think Ortho's going to pull back in, they've had an answer. It's been back and forth at around the 10 to 12 range.
Yeah, RKE's really held this lead at about an arm's length point, and a lot of that is because they've amped up the pressure in terms of getting out and running. They're trying to tire out this Ortho New Jersey team, and it's starting to work a little bit, but if Pappas can continue to hit from the perimeter, it's going to take a lot more.
Great pass there from Pappas to Barry, who lays it in for two, and now we're back to within 10. We're 6 minutes away from the target score. Moran tries the three and gets it to go. It's again, like I said, in the first game, or in the first half, excuse me, such an asset to have a stretch big like Moran on your roster. Because Amon and Conniff, two guys that aren't really comfortable defending the three-point line, they have to take a step out on Moran or he'll make you pay. Not that time. Rebounded by Mosley, who gets fouled. Looked like he got hit in the head. Appears to be okay. Collins checking up on him. But it'll be Ortho New Jersey ball. They'll have it side out. Few subs into the game for RKE. It's Brown and Moran checking out. Mosley takes it to the hoop and the foul. That foul's going to go on Savon Myers. That's his first. Team sixth already so far in this half. I think that's going to play a factor down the line as well.
It definitely could, especially when you get to that target score. Again, there's no clock to work with, so if you keep fouling, then you're going to keep giving them opportunities to go to the line and try to chop back into this game.
Mosley converts the three-point play, and now it's back to 10. Cardacci Finds Myers. Horton has it by the top of the key. Has a isolation against Mosley. Leaves it in to Myers. That ball stripped by Mosley and out of bounds. Will stay with RKE. 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, I think you got to go quick catch and shoot for Cardacci is what they're trying to set up.
Tried to get it into Myers down low. They do. Good defense by Conniff. Fighting for the rebound down there is Conniff and Collins. Collins comes away with it. Collins will take it to the hoop. Finds Scott. 5 seconds left on the shot clock again. Scott will shoot it up, but Mosley fouls him. Another bailout foul. Seems like we've had a few of those. Eamon in the first half, and then now by Mosley.
Yeah, that's just a bit of a mental mistake from Mosley getting into his landing space. You just can't do that, especially with the shot clock winding down. When you've started to break down a possession, you got to be able to find a way to just contest the shot without getting into his space, and wasn't able to do it there.
Pappas wiping down the floor for the second time today. Scott at the line for 2. But yeah, like you said, just when you're Ortho, New Jersey right now, down around 10 points, 12 points like they've been for this entire, I don't know, maybe 5-6 minute stretch, you can't afford silly fouls like that. And those are the possessions where you got to execute. But Scott does miss the first free throw, which is big. Cardacci will check back into the game for Collins. Collins, most likely, maybe besides Myers, the best defender for RKE. So if there's a time to go on a perimeter defender, that is. If there's a time to go on a run, now would be it. Too much space for Pappas there. He'll always make you pay. Great pass there from Mosley to set it up. Good shot there from Pappas. But again, you can't have that happen if you're Ortho. Got to get back on defense. Pappas again. Deep three from Pappas gets it to go. Cardacci got to get a hand up. He will pull up. Doesn't matter how early in the shot clock or how deep on the floor. And that three from Horton good. Trading buckets right now is RKE and Ortho. Again, Pappas. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Scott. Just north of 8 minutes left. 4 minutes left till the target score. Tipped by Barry. Cardacci finds Scott. Cardacci wanted the three, didn't take it. Instead shoots the step back. Very tough shot. He falls into the bleachers. Numbers for Ortho. Barry had an open three, passed it up. Instead leaves it for Mosley, who takes the three. Conniff cannot come away with the offensive rebound. Horton looks to push, pulls up in transition, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Pappas. Pappas leaves it for Barry. Barry takes the three, no good, short. Rebounded by Jagan Mosley and finishes at the rim with the left hand. Good finish there by Mosley. Horton did not do a good job there of boxing out.
Absolutely not. Got to put a body on someone in that position.
And that three is good from Cardacci. Just when you think Ortho is going to creep back into this game like they did against Seaview, RKE has had an answer. Still a lot of time, though. 7 minutes is a lot of time. Barry drives, leaves it for Conniff. Conniff cannot get it to go. Scott with the foul. Conniff will have 2 free throws. When we come back after this media timeout, we should have a good finish here in Manasquan between RKE and Ortho, New Jersey. Welcome back. We're at the home stretch now here of Game 3. The winner will have a spot in Thursday's championship. Tommy Conniff at the line for 2, looking to cut into this RKE lead. And Alec, I think going into this game, if both of us had to make a pick of who was going to win, I know I would have picked Ortho. I don't know about you. I think Ortho's the more talented team. Maybe with the circumstances, having to play back-to-back games, it definitely influences it. But RKE has really come out and make a statement.
Absolutely. It's been their aggressive play on both ends of the floor, whether it's getting downhill and putting up quick shots on offense and on defense, applying a lot of pressure.
The deep 3 from Barry, no good off the offensive rebound from Steele, but that one is stolen away by Pappas, and we'll have a foul, not a jump ball. Thought Cardacci had most of the ball there, but with NBA rules, it'll be an actual jump ball and not the possession arrow like we're used to in college. Or that's what it would have been if it was a jump ball, excuse me. But Ortho is in the bonus, and there is 6:47 left in this game.
And I feel like with the target score into effect only about 3 minutes away, it also changes the mindset of the trailing team when you're trying to get to that point. You don't have to worry about getting all those points back in the 6:47 that you have. You just have to keep pace and see where that score is and then respond to it. It really does change your mindset for really both teams.
And I think for the trailing team, too, being in the bonus, if it gets down late in the shot clock, I think we're really going to see them initiate contact and try and get a call. But as we saw late in that first game, these refs really don't want to make that call. They want to let them play and make the outcome of the game on their own. As it'll be Brown taking it up, Mosley guarding. Here comes the screen from Moran. Good seal from Moran, but Brown cannot finish. Pappas out in transition. Takes it to the rim. Great strong take from George Pappas as the lead is now 7, and we are 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from the target score. Things are getting interesting here at the Jersey Shore. And Coach Sean Gallagher has seen enough. He'll call timeout. We're going to have a good matchup here in store, and it's going to be a great ending.
Absolutely. And looking back to that last bucket by Pappas in transition, he kind of made that happen, getting an extra step by going with the hesitation, almost pulled up for 3, and then just decided to explode towards the rim. His ability to shoot that 3 in transition really changes the defensive strategy for RKE because they have to keep that shot in the back of their mind. They can't all just sink back towards the basket. They have to step up on him, and because of that, it lets him get an extra step, and nice finish by him as well at the bucket.
Pappas, as we know, great at scoring, can really create for himself as well, like we saw there, whether it's creating his own shot or getting to the tin. It's RKE ball. Collins leaves it back, out of bounds, and now it's Ortho New Jersey ball. Just a silly unforced error there from RKE that you can't afford to have.
Absolutely. It feels like you really have to keep the ball in possession as we get closer to that score, especially with Ortho New Jersey starting to make a run. And there's one guy you don't want to give a head of steam with momentum to. It's George Pappas, because he can make you pay for it in a hurry.
Pappas gets the screen from Mensah. Mensah not open on the roll, so leaves it to Pilari, who feeds it to Amon. Amon the post hook, no good. Rebounded by Collins, who leaves it to Sidney Brown, no good. Pappas walks it up the floor. Gets a screen from Big Mike. Loses his handle, resets. 13 on the shot clock. Pappas takes it to the rim, leaves it out for Steele. Steele gives it to Amon down low, who gives it back out to Steele. Jesse Steele for 3, no good. Rebounded by Mensah, who is getting held down there. They'll call it on Sidney Brown, so Mensah will have a chance here at the line.
Yeah, and that makes those fouls, especially away from the ball, all that much more impactful being in the bonus, because that could have been another possession going the other way for RKE to try to separate themselves with this score getting close. But now, once again, Ortho-New Jersey has a chance to cut into that lead. And one thing that we're seeing from RKE on defense that we didn't see from CVG in the last game, like you mentioned, a lot of teams like to double Mike Amon. He's able to find shooters at a pretty good clip.
That's
that
typically
time.
what their game plan is and how they play. But one thing that we haven't really talked about, we talked about how RKE is in a little bit of foul trouble. I mean, not so anyone individually, but just with the bonus. The foul comparison is 7-1. So I don't know if it's a referee thing or if it's just the brand of basketball both teams are playing, but very interesting and worthy to note, as that one is stolen away from Pappas, who leaves it for Mosley. Mensah to Amon. Amon cannot convert, gets the rebound, but is fouled. Another foul on RKE, as it is now 8-1 in the foul column. 9-1, excuse me.
I do think it's a part of the game plan to just play more aggressive on Ortho-New Jersey to try to wear them out, but at the same time, they're being really, really physical, especially down low on Amon. He's getting a lot more free throws so far, and they're even doing a little bit of a wrinkle where they're putting Sidney Brown on him, and Brown sometimes just has no choice but to kind of swipe at the ball, and he finds the arm. And we'll see if Mike Amon can continue to claw back into this game for Ortho-New Jersey.
52 seconds away from the target score, and it's a 4-point game. So again, we could have a storybook ending. It was very similar. I think it was 4 going into the target score.
I believe
I think
so.
CVG held a 4-point lead. Here's Cardacci. Leaves it for Brown. Back to Cardacci. Cardacci alone with Mosley up top. Gets the screen. Fires the 3. Good! Kyle Cardacci with the clutch gene. And Ortho-New Jersey calls a timeout. That is a huge shot.
Yeah, you cannot overstate how big that shot is for Cardacci. Not only do you give your team a 7-point lead 30 seconds away from the target score, but you take away an opportunity for Ortho-New Jersey to get out and run once again to try to make this a one-possession game. And for Cardacci, that's the exact definition of playing within your own pace. Great job of just getting around the screen, getting to his spot, puts up the shot, and he drains it like nobody's business. I mean, he's been so good at creating his own looks, especially on the perimeter so far tonight, and that just made it that much harder for Ortho-New Jersey to try to claw back close to that target score that will be reached in about 30 seconds, or finalized in about 30 seconds.
You would have to imagine, if you are Ortho-New Jersey here, you hold for one shot, so there's the possibility that you are not down for more than 7. Because if you're down for more than 7, it's going to be tough.
And I think an interesting wrinkle here that you could do if you're Ortho-New Jersey, no matter if you make or miss, you try to foul after you get down to that under 4-minute mark, because you still have plenty of room until you even get close to the bonus. So,
and I was just going to say that. Since there's a 5-second differential,
yeah,
you foul as soon as you make or miss the basket, so they don't even have a chance, especially since they're not in the bonus. Mosley picks it up. They'll run a half-court set here. Mosley drives to the hoop. They're not going to hold for one. That one no good. Horton the rebound. In some trouble. Mensah guarding, but finds Scott. As now there is 9 seconds left to the target score. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. So the next dead ball, we will get the target score. As now RKE leads by 9. Crazy.
it looks like RKE was trying to call a timeout. A similar situation to what we saw in the previous game. RKE tried to call timeout when it wasn't their ball. You see that in college a lot, where right after a basket scored, a trailing team will call a timeout to try to get back into that game. The problem with Ortho-New Jersey calling the timeout in the last game was they did it too late, or the officials didn't see Pappas trying to call timeout. We'll see. It does look like it got granted to RKE.
All these players used to the college rules. Very rarely are these guys playing with the NBA rules. Nate Pierre-Louis, the exception, because a lot of these guys are college or overseas guys. But like you said, it's a different game. I mean, a lot of the rules are a lot different. But
it looks like the timeout was granted.
it does, yep. and the target score will be 87. So Ortho-New Jersey going to have to outscore RKE by a total of quite a few points. Eamon misses the bunny. Mensah gets the steal. He drives to the lane, gets the easy layup. As now we're within 7. And what's so interesting about this, there's no clock. You're trying to get back into this game. You can't wait to go on the run. You got to go on the run now. You got to get the stops now. Mosley finds Pappas. He gets the screen. Finds Pilari in the corner, who hits Mensah on the block. Mensah loses it, but is able to retain it and give it to Mosley. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He drives to the rim, gets the floater up, no good. Rebounded by Cardesi, who finds Brown up the court wide open, who hits the layup. 6 points away from victory is now RKE. Brown on Pappas. Pappas trying to get some separation. Hoists the 3 and a tough shot from George Pappas to cut the lead to 6. Now 12 points away from the target score. Going to have to go on a 12-6 run, or 12-5 run, excuse me, or better. And that 3 by Horton is good. A huge shot. And now potentially 1 possession away from victory. Pappas, long 3, good. George Pappas starting to heat up at the right time. But now Ortho has to get a stop. Cardesi tries the 3, there's contact, good! Kyle Cardesi knocks it down, and RKE is going to the final. Are you kidding me, Kyle Cardesi? What a shot. There was contact that didn't even matter. He knocked it down, and they're shaking hands as we will see RKE Thursday night in the final. What a shot.
Absolutely. What a shot in transition. Cardesi's been playing at his own pace and just rising up whenever he needs to all night long. And that shot was indicative of his efforts through both games, really, being that primary scorer on offense, just being able to rise up from anywhere and sink it. And, I mean, that would have been a 4-point play, but he didn't even need it. What a shot by Cardesi to seal this game, and we had some really good ones tonight.
When we get back, we'll have the player of the game interview with someone from RKE. Don't go anywhere when we come back. Welcome back. We have the post-game interview here with the hero himself, Kyle Cardesi. Welcome back, first of all, after your player of the game performance after game 1. Very similar stat line, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Really did it all out there. Did fatigue play a key, do you think? Ortho New Jersey played back-to-back games. You guys had a little bit of a deeper bench. You had 7. They usually like to play with their starting 5. So how did that play into factor tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they had to go right back-to-back. We had the first game, and then we were off the second. So we had time to rest if anyone was stretching or just recovering. I think that helped us, especially towards the end. Playing a back-to-back right after the other is very tough. So I think that did play a huge role coming into the end of the game.
6 threes tonight on a very efficient, only 9 attempted. Again, what was the secret for you just getting hot and staying hot again in game 2?
Just being present, not worrying about it, and just letting it go. Never worry about if it's going to go in or out. Just shoot it with confidence, and whatever happens, happens.
That's an Ortho New Jersey team with a lot of talent. I mean, they have guys like Pappas, who's one of the better players in Monmouth's history. Mosley, who played at Georgetown, played professionally overseas. We know how good Mike Amon is, and you guys took him down. I mean, that's a statement win for you guys. How excited are you guys to play in the final, and what's the mindset going into the final?
We're very excited. Mindset going in is the same as it's always been. Just play together, play fast, like I said before, and just play together, and we'll play hard, and hopefully we come out with a win.
Kyle, thank you. Congratulations and great game.
Thank you.